Hi Nina, this is Shaka. As promised, here is the video showing what Delta T can do to get a stronger presence online. I want to thank you for taking out the time of your busy day to watch this short video. What I'd like to do is do a brief review of your website, then look at what your top competitor in town is doing, and then I'll show you some statistics and how you can leverage those numbers to start making a difference. So let's get started. First off, I want to say your website looks great. It's very aesthetically appeasing, looks great to the eye. Something specifically is, I do like how you have your contact info up here, how you have social media outlet link. That's what you want, of course. First thing you want someone to see are ways that they can contact you as a customer. I do really like the financing option. 24-hour emergency, that is a great competitive advantage. So overall, it looks really good. Okay. For some areas of improvement. So Google has what's called robots. They basically scan your website and send a report back to them. The better your report, the higher you start creeping up on those rankings, search rankings. So what's one thing you can do? The word count on the homepage. Google wants to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on the homepage. This is called content or on-page SEO. It's something you're doing on page on your website to make a difference. For each secondary page, Google wants 500 to 1,000 words. So you can up your word count. That'll make a difference. Another thing is things called keywords. Keywords are phrases that people search for in Google specific to your industry. So for example, HVAC repair El Paso. So someone is looking for that service in this city where you're operating at. Another example would be AC conversion El Paso. Same thing. You want to space those out throughout the website every 150 words. Okay? Now, check this out. So I've searched for HVAC contractor El Paso. I want to go over the format of these search results and how they apply to you. So we see here, these are the ads, Google guaranteed. You're actually paying for Google guaranteed. I heard great things about this, but I heard it's very expensive. Then you're also on like the traditional ads that they have. You're listed here up top. So you're paying for advertisement. So you can appreciate what I'm going to show you because you're already paying for it, but this is better the way that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell you why here in a sec. So next is what's called, and before I move on, I do want to tell you, sometimes customers don't even see the ads because they have ad blockers, and statistics show that only about 2% of the clicks go towards these ads. So keep that in mind. The next thing we see here is what's called the Google Map Pack. These are the top 3. Let's be honest, no one's clicking here when they're looking for a service, more businesses. They're clicking on one of these top 3. So there are ways that you can get here. So what are those ways? First off, you want to make sure to have a Google My Business profile. Next, you want to make sure that it's fully completed. Sometimes businesses will leave out their phone number or their hours of operation or their website, all that stuff. So go in there and make sure that yours is 100% completed. Lastly, citations play an important role here. Citations is when your contact information is listed in a directory. So for example, if your contact information is listed in Yelp, that's one citation. If your contact information is listed in Yellow Pages, that's another citation. So the more places that you can put your contact information in around the web, the higher you're going to creep up here to the top. You do have to do some other things, but those will make a difference. Lastly, the organic rankings. Here, see 1, 2, 3, these numbers? they're called organic because you can't pay Google to get here. You have to do things on your website, which we discussed, and you have to do things off your website, which we're going to discuss here in a second. Statistics show these top 3 get 70 to 75% of the clicks for a certain search term. So, like I said, compare those numbers. You know, you have to pay to be here, but you're only getting about 2% of the clicks. Or, you know, you can be listed here and get about, 70 to 75%, when you add the 3 up here. So we see King's Air is listed here up top. Let's see what they're doing good to be listed here. So their format is like yours. You know, they have their contact information here. You know, that's great to see. You do see 24-hour emergency services as well. It's just a great looking site also. Great pictures of people on the job, their projects. Everyone wants to see the good work that you do, okay? So, just like on your site, you see here, their word count is not at 1,500, I guarantee it. So if you get yours up to 1,500 or 2,000, you're gonna be making a difference. That's one way to get ahead of what they're doing. So enough of the on-site stuff. Let's look at some statistics. So this is King's Air statistics. This is Ahrefs. It's a search engine optimization tool. One thing it tells us is their backlink profile, okay? This is 24, the DR is their overall web page, the strength of their overall web page. The URL is the strength of their individual pages. So backlinks are just when another website is giving King's Air a shout out, whether King's Air is listed in a blog on another website or in a guest post or even a citation. That's considered a backlink also. They have 1.1 thousand. Yes, this is a numbers game, but you don't want backlinks from spammy sites. That doesn't look good for your profile. So, the more backlinks you can get from strong, trustworthy sites, the higher your overall backlink profile is going to be. This makes a huge difference with Google. Next, we see keywords. I mentioned that earlier. Let's see what keywords King's Air is ranking for, okay? So we see air conditioning El Paso. This term is searched for in Google 200 times a month. They're in the 2nd position. They're getting a lot of clicks for that keyword. If we look at AC Repair El Paso, that's searched for 400 times a month. They're in the 3rd position. They're right where you want to be. So let's look at their numbers compared to yours, okay? So your UR number is great, but your domain rating is lacking. It's my assumption that you just don't have enough power being sent to your website from these backlinks. So you would want to list your company information in some guest posts around the web or some blogs, things of that nature. You want to get this number up higher. So let's see what keywords you're ranking for. Okay, you have HVAC El Paso. You're in the 8th position. So not really many clicks coming in there. El Paso Heating and Cooling, 300 people are searching for that a month. You're in the 5th position. AC Repair, you're in the 9th position. So there is some tremendous room for improvement. With what you're doing now, you're getting about 179 clicks a month, which is great, okay? Don't get me wrong. Let's see what King's Air is getting. See, they're getting 768 clicks. And to be honest, their SEO tactics is not even that strong. So that was all I wanted to tell you. I'd love to get some feedback, see what you thought of the video, whether it's good, bad, whether you have any questions. I look forward to speaking to you. I will give you a call this upcoming Monday. Have a good day.